It's cute when Thorin and Moses agree on a for one. Very rare, but Astralis, the favorites going into this. I think Device, there was a great answer in an AMA that he had earlier this week, if not a week, maybe a little more than a week ago, where he talked about how he's basically done a spreadsheet of positions he plays, his effectiveness in them, using a heat map, and evaluating his own play at a level other players do not do.
That's a pretty heavy commitment, I have to say. Going to the level of making spreadsheets, I've never had anyone doing that before, but that's quite an interesting idea of working out how other role players operate and what they do on each map. So you just remind yourself every time you go into this sort of situation, going up against world-class Orpers as well, obviously going against JW this time. A little bit difficult to predict what he's going to do. Famously one of the most erratic Orpers, I would say. Kind of difficult to predict how he's going to be kind of channeling you. But here we go then, Matt. Train. I have to say I heavily favour Astralis as well, and I agree with Duncan. They're one of the hot favourites for me to actually win this major as well. That's quite a rare thing to say for a team like Astralis, especially kind of last couple of years they've had. It's been up and down.
Do you know what the worst part about that is?
What?
Astralis hit a slump last year. And jokingly, Anders has been saying for the last 6 months, Astralis is going to win the next major. Astralis is going to win the next major. And we're sitting here going, Anders, come on, you Danish, like, fanboy. You're, like, as bad as Moses. And then they peak right before the major.
The good thing is, if they do win the major, Moses takes a cream pie to the face again.
What?
That's the best that's happened.
Now I'm cheering for them.
Yep. And it's what about
I'm not going on stage with them this time.
Well, there you go.
I'm not going to get sabotaged twice. Pistol to start off, though. Will be one kit. Pronax, he's got a smoke as well on the CT side. Device, he's already elected to use his utility. One smoke in towards Sandwich. The second one now is going to isolate back toward third alley, but it's a stack back in this position. Schneider, Helen, Pronax, and Lekro playing the rear tunnels are going to watch off toward Ivy. 3 players entering already from Astralis. And the first to go down is Pronax with a shot. Schneider follows it up, tries to look for another. It's Zipfix that falls in the hands of Lekro. Instead, it leaves Glaive and just Device now in a 1 versus 4, and he's been quietly waiting for the shots, but shots that are well missed. And Flush is going to walk out and take him down eventually.
Yeah, interesting. We normally see the terrorist team, we talk about it almost every single time we cast Train on the T-pistol. You want to be heading towards that B site and actually guaranteeing yourself a bomb going down. There they go for the outside split. And gets shut down there across the board. Didn't really get going at all there, Astralis. They're certainly a favourites in this matchup here, but it's a great start from Godsent. It comes down to Pronax opening things up, but Schneider and Lekro joining in with those USPs as well. And not really much Glaive and Device could do there at that point. It's getting shut down and segregated across the board. As we go into round number 2, there is a force buy from Astralis. Quite common to see on the second round over the terrorists. We don't get the bomb down. You're going to be getting Tech 9s, Deagles. They are limited with grenades, of course, but Glaive, he's got a smoke and a flashbang. That means he's down to a PT-50. So maybe smoke towards Connector on the bomb side itself. Flash in and see what's a possibility here in terms of Godsend there. By he's going to be a scout and 1 UMP and a FAMAS as well. So quite a rifle-centric buy here. We'll see whether they can just keep 5 players alive here and deny the bomb plan. That's going to be the objective for them.
Micro inching closer to the front of the A site. Dupree with Tech 9, meanwhile, already down the ladder. Wants to lead this explosive charge into the yard. Glaive, meanwhile, just peeks over toward B. Doesn't really spot anyone. Now, this becomes a problem because we know you could solo onto B, but Flush is so far back, it's a fast rotation as well. So just getting a bomb plant in this, it's going to be very challenging with the 1 smoke they have left.
Well, Glaive, presumably, he'll be faking towards inside by himself. That's the 1 smoke they've got, expended towards the B side of the map. He'll flash in and actually push into the side. If he gets in undetected, maybe cause his teammates to come in. That is pulling CTs to the B side as well. You see Lekro, he's actually coming from the connector area as well. That's actually going to be working out, but JW gets the opening fire with that scout, looking for the second as well, but can't land the shot quite yet.
He's tagged up. Device can't find a shot in return. He's on 39. Pronax instead will take down Device. That covers off Sandwich, lets JW get another shot. And he closes with 3 in the round on a scout. So a very good second round for him on that weapon.
Yeah, so the theory of the strategy works out for Astralis there. 1 smoke down towards our ramp. Glaive there by himself, trying to pull CDs away from that outside bomb site. It does work in that fashion. Lekro comes towards connector, but unfortunately, the commitment towards outside, the scout shuts him down. Here's JW landing a couple of shots there to finish things off. Nice work from him. That's going to be a full eco now for Astralis. We're going to round number 3. No bomb planted as of yet, so Minne going to be in a fragile position. They're all probably not going to be a possibility going into that first gun round here. And at this point, Godsent can just sit back, stretch out, and enjoy this round as it's going to be 5 Glocks up against them and no utility, no armor. Pretty much as redundant as it gets. If the bomb goes down, that's an amazing result for Astralis going forward, and they'll actually make the all possibility. But let's see whether they can just get towards the inside site. There will be 1 player waiting for them, that's Flush out. But what a huge advantage he has. No nades, no armor, and just 5 terrorists in front of him to spray down. Perfect range for it, but if he does miss a few shots here and a player can get a position on the site, the plan is a possibility. 4 towards upper ramp, Glaive to distract once again toward lower. Staying alive is actually working out quite nicely for them.
He did decent damage to Glaive as he walked out exactly when it landed. There was a Molotov that went out to try and get toward default. Bomb gets planted before damage can be done, but an 8 coming through from Schneider will take down Glaive. Now, important to remember that they did get this bomb plant before buy in the next round. Device has actually picked up an M4 and done decent damage. He pulls it back temporarily to an even situation at 3 versus 3, but he's found by Schneider, leaving just Zipex remaining, trying to wrap around late. Catch off who he can, but caught out by Electro in the end. Again, won't matter. Godsent had the round wrapped up, but they get more money for the next buy.
Yeah, that was with 5 Glocks, no nades, no other match. So getting 2 kills and the bomb down as well, that's actually a pretty good result. I think the AWP is actually a possibility now at this stage. I'll have a quick look as, yeah, it is. Device can actually pick it up. That $800 actually makes a massive difference now. He gets some head armor as well to go with it. No nades, but Device, as actually pointed out across.
The $800 gets him to Glass Cannon, but the kill as well that he got. So
right.
Both those are huge.
So the people like he's been ranked very highly in 2016, like definitely in the top 5. I think he was number 4.
Number 3.
Was he number 3?
Number 3 for the second year in a row.
Simple
was number 4.
Oh, there you go.
Snacks was number 5.
You seem to got this memorized.
And Dr. Disrespect was number 1.
Okay. And it's going to be AWP in the hands of Device, and he'll just be trying. It's a default for now. Obviously, Train lends itself to set pieces. There hasn't been a clean run for Astralis so far. The bomb in the previous round certainly gives them a much better buy than anticipated. So we'll see whether JW is got the AWP on the other side and see whether that spreadsheet's going to work out with Device here. So far, not so good as JW. Down Glaive.
Shot coming through, Lecro able to take down KRB. Schneider stepping up again. Great start from Godsent in this match as they have another 5 versus 2 situation to work with, and Zipex tagged down to just 5 HP remaining. Slow start from Astralis. Bomb down, Device able to at least cover off the lane. Spots JW as well, but he's going to quickly cower into the corner. That does open up a chance for Zipex to find the shot, though. It's only 1-man advantage. HP is still a factor for Zipex, who's staying on to the AK, but missed shot Device. It's going to give them a bit of advance, and not only that, nade landing beside him takes a fraction of his HP away.
Now they have to reset a little bit. That incendiary will slow them right down. Zipex down to 5 HP, but Device, I'm surprised Pronax puts himself in that position. He knows the AWP is there as well. A little bit of a blunder, I have to say. That brings it to a 2-on-2 and still a very winnable situation for Astralis. Device finds 2 kills. It's up to Lecro and JW now, and you can see JW's worried about the flank potential coming in as well. Zipex won't be in that area. He's actually coming from Ivy, and this could actually work out very nicely indeed. He's going to come down to this horrible timing. Lecro is up by the Ivy train. He will be going down as well. Zipex strikes. Now it's up to JW, 2-on-1.
This is massive. That's such a smart rotation. Zipex all the way around the map to catch them off. JW, though, turning to his favor, spots up the bomb as it's picked up and turns back to get the low HP, and Godsent will prevail. It was a 5 versus 2, no less, though.
I have to say it, like I pointed out before, Pronax's position there, it didn't have to be so exposed. They had control of the round. They had a huge advantage at that point. And Device, he finds an opening, but JW, great work from him there. Good communication with Godsent overall. The fact that when the teammates went down, he seemed to be aware exactly as to where the second player would be after he found that first kill, and it's to be 4-0 in favor of Godsent here, and it's actually put Astralis on 4 save loss bonus or partial buy. No bomb goes down once more, so it's going to be Tech9's smokes. This will be a set piece. The idea here, try and get the bomb down. Of course, these rounds are very winnable, to be fair. You can push through and a lot of run and gun potential with these upgraded pistols here. Flusher, though, he finds the first kill, takes down Zipex. Here come the smokes, 5-on-4. Godsent, though, probably going to be finding a couple of kills before the bomb gets anywhere near the site. They might want to play in front of the smoke at this point. We'll see what they decide to do as they start to bloom.
Cover off the A-train. JW has a bit of a line of sight down toward A-main through L position, but doesn't now just gets the shot. It doesn't find an angle, but does get Device. Bomb's going to go down on all this, though. Chaos ensues. It's Dupree. Can't quite get a kill. 2 HP. Doesn't matter. Godsent stay flawless again. Now, that matters because the last round they go down to 1 remaining. That forces a lot of reinvestment. They've just reset themselves with a full efficient round.
Yeah, and it's not a big deal. The bomb goes down. It's a strike at the maximum loss bonus regardless. You might as well let them have the plant. Guarantee you keep 5 players alive. I speculated they had the option play in front of the smokes and challenge there, but they wanted to sit back and actually pounce on the terrorists waiting. They knew to be on lesser weaponry as well. It's actually a very nice play from Godsent. It's been a difficult project for Godsent overall, you have to say, Matt. It's not been one of which that's been very fruitful for them overall in terms of tournament victories, but it seems to be getting better very slowly. It's on an upward trajectory, just not at a crazy angle, you know. As we go into round number 6, we do have the AWP once again for Device. JW still on the AWP himself. It is arguably one of the most CD-sided maps in the game right now, up there with Nuke, which seems to be balancing out a little bit. So this is a great start from Godsent. It's where you want to be at. And now Astralis, that's real gun round for them. We'll see whether they can actually deliver here. Zipex does find some positional control towards outside.
Throwing smoke.
Device will get toward the server. A lot of emphasis on this A site One time they did go B, they got a bomb plant down, but now guns back up. They want to try and find opening picks, quick boost. Backside, Device tries to get the shot with the op. And just barely gets away alive. That could be it. And it is. Yep, 4 HP, no chance. Anywhere in that corner he was going to be found by that nade.
Okay, Dupree, why not? He picks up the orb himself, and that 5-on-4 advantage gets thrown away. 4-on-4, we spoke about it before, does actually give the terrorist advantage, not necessarily on train. We'll see what happens here as Lecro strikes from the electric box, finds 2 headshots as well. The bomb is dropped, 4-on-2, Zipex and Dupree now. A lot of work to do here. Great in these situations, finds a frag, but quickly shut down. 3 versus 1, Dupree. Drop the orb back towards the AK, and it's not going to be enough there, so 6-0 in favor of Godsent map. No one saw this coming. No. We didn't think they'd go that deep in this tournament, and Astralis a tip to win the entire thing.
I did not see that. That is unreal. That's incredible. He's
got off the wall as well.
That's everything. Why am I'm hold it together. Hold it together, Matt. That's incredible.
It was good. Maybe not that.
No, it was great. It was like the greatest thing all day. Forget the JDM ace. That's like...
As he jumped, oh my god, it's perfect.
So good.
Into space he goes. To the stars, Matt.
To the stars. Astralis.
Yeah? See? It all works.
That's fantastic. All right.
Replays it. All right, that's not... All right.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can fly from a grenade.
Well, there it is.
I like that it comes down subtly on the other side of the wall. Just casually. Dupree turns around, just grabs the gun like nothing happens. And to be fair, hit a kill. 6 rounds in a row, though, from Godsent. As you say, we've got a tactical timeout already coming in from Astralis as a result. Both of the analysts said that it was going to be Astralis. The analysts can never be right. Perhaps it's their fault.
Perhaps it is. Well, then, pause comes in. No orb this time for Device. Still going to be at that maximum loss bonus, of course, but no bombs going down. So it will be AKs across the board for Astralis. In terms of utility, they have all the smokes. Not all the Molotovs they need, but we'll see whether they can actually get something rolling here. We haven't seen too much in terms of the solid set pieces, except on those the kind of Tech 9 rounds, the partial buys, and not much towards the bomb site either. It looks like that's where they'll be heading this time. Zipex has got control of brown holes at this point. No one going to be challenging him. It's a difficult angle to fade. It takes a lot of bravery. We do say it's a difficult shot for the CTs at this point, but we can see now it's going to be Flusher. He's aiting towards that upper ramp position. Hasn't got the AWP, and a little bit of maybe a miss move there. Didn't necessarily intend to drop down fully, but does have time to recover. And we've seen his position coming in more and more. It's actually been quite popular recently. You don't face towards the upper round, you wait for them to drop down. And it actually can be very, very effective indeed. Let's see if Flusher capitalizes.
We've seen multiple people use this as of late. He's going to take down Schneider. Lecro, though, responding, spraying down 2 in the upper entry. Thankfully, Device gets in a position to catch him off before damage is any worse, because now it's just him remaining in 1 versus 3. Could have easily been 4. Spawns 1. Trigger discipline, not quite. Wants to get the shot while he can. Isolates Flusher. And the 2 remaining are in front of him. It's not like he's going to get off from behind, but he's got to be reading correctly. He's so close and above him. Hears it, but JW hits the shot with the CZ75 instead. 7-0, and why not? Little disrespect. Not the doctor, but it's JW instead to dish it out, and this is going to get tough for Astralis. A lot of people had them in their pick and going through undefeated.
Yeah, wow. This is a rough road for them so far. Still maximum loss bonus. The bombs are not going down for them. So we'll see what happens here.
The good news is, in bad weather, they now have the Quattro system to pull them through, Henry. So it's time to show that off.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for Audi Pans. I forgot. Yeah. Audi Pans will be very strong with you. A little spray there as well.
Why not? Device on to pistols yet again this round.
Throwing smoke.
JW is going to try and spot down from Hitch and switch it up again from Hell. He's been playing this position a lot on the AWP, and we saw it with the Scout as well early on round 2. But he's got the angles definitely down pat. He's been finding a lot of kills in these positions. Lecro leads the way on 11, JW just behind on 9. Device, the only one really doing much on the Astralis side. In fact, 0 kills thus far from Glaive, and we're on round 8.
Yeah, well, great performance so far, and Astralis clutching at straws slightly now. Another partial buy with the D-Vision PD50s. 1 smoke again. They tried to fake towards inside before, but JW aggressive this time. Can't nail the shot, but there's a couple of players shotting across and gets the second. Okay, then Device.
Showing it fast. JW's looking hot so far. Good shot from Dupree. We know he's good on a deagle. Carry found by Schneider. JW goes to the CZ. Good flash through. And this round looking done as well. JW not quite closing it. I want to point something out as well. We've had 2 rounds that came to a defuse, but of the 7 rounds that have already gone by, and now about to be the 8th, Astralis has died every player in every single round, which means they're not even saving guns in dire situations.
And yeah, as the scoreboard has pointed out, Glaive yet to post a frag on the board just yet. The new in-game leader was obviously brought in to replace Carrigan. More firepower, arguably, in terms of the raw skill he possesses, and that has been true up until this game, I'd say. 0-8 not going too well for him, to be fair. Kiabi, very low scoring game for him as well. 1 for 8. Dupree, one of the superstars of the team. He's only got 2 frags so far. No one from Astralis really delivering as of yet. Any device with anything close to a decent scoreline and 7 kills. He gets the AWP out once again. Still quite early on, believe it or not. 8-0 on train on the CD side. It's not a big deal. They're aiming for like 4 or 5 rounds. That's a winnable situation for Astralis. It's still not point of no return just yet, as JW gets a little bit aggressive. Backing him up as well. They've got the man advantage. Don't need to